We can respect people that we dislike.
You can.
Hello, listeners. Welcome back to the podcast where we watch a movie and dare to ask the question, just how fast can he go? We are three unpaid interns who have been locked away in a basement somewhere in Hollywood and forced to churn out sequels to movies that nobody asked for. So grab some popcorn, grab your special Speed Force ring, and join us on the ground floor of the Sequel Factory. I am Roger.
I am Jett.
And I'm X.
You'll never believe how fast I watched this movie, y'all.
Yeah, what speed did you watch it at?
Yeah, what speed did you watch it
I
in?
watched it 2x.
Damn!
I watched it full 2x all the way through because we're recording this on a different day than usual, and I forgot.
Okay.
Oh, sure.
So
you want to know how I watched this movie?
I'm not done yet.
Go.
There are more shoes to drop.
Drop those
Exactly an hour and 17 minutes ago.
Holy shit.
X posted in the server, y'all, basically like, you guys gonna be ready to record in an hour? And I said yes, and then started watching The Flash. I was at Starbucks at the time. I had to watch a portion of The Flash while driving home.
I was unconscious when I
speed.
sent that, so I don't know how long ago it was, but I didn't think it was an hour ago.
It was an hour and 18 minutes ago that you messaged.
Oh, jeez.
That's how fast I watched The Flash at high speed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Well,
I know that is not safe. Don't do what I did.
Listen,
Never
folks,
watch The
if
Flash.
If there's anything to take away from this podcast, it's don't watch The Flash while driving.
You could have stopped at the start of the sentence, Roger.
Don't watch The Flash.
Okay.
Don't watch The Flash. That's the real lesson.
What was- okay,
It's not safe.
It should be said, y'all watched The Flash.
Yes.
The Flash.
And Roger,
20
you had a good
something.
time.
And what did I do today? I helped remodel a bathroom, and I installed an air conditioner.
God, I wish I were you.
X,
So
what were you going to say?
So we were supposed to do this movie 2 weeks ago.
Yay.
So 3 weeks ago, I started watching The Flash. I watched the first 25 minutes, and then I didn't, because the day we were supposed to record, I was unbelievably frustrated about other stuff, and I was like, I can't finish watching The Flash today. So yesterday, no, not even yesterday. Today, when I got home, I started watching the rest of The Flash. I unfortunately couldn't figure out how to speed it up, so I had to watch it at normal speed.
I have HBO Max.
Yes.
You watched it on a different website just so I could speed it up.
Yeah, I couldn't figure out on HBO Max how to make it go faster. But in all honesty, the first 25 minutes of this movie are really bad. But once you get into the whole multiverse stuff, it's palatable.
So that's the thing about The Flash is genuinely, I think the script is basically fine for what the core idea of the movie is. It's not how I would make a The Flash movie, but it is executing the idea of the film.
Yeah.
I think the biggest problem is they decided consciously, according to the creators, to make it the worst a movie's ever looked.
Oh yeah, visually the CGI is garbage. Absolute garbage.
No, I refuse to say it is bad CGI. It's a choice. This is not what bad CGI looks like.
You're right, because I literally thought that when he's in the little sphere of time or whatever going back, I'm like, they literally have video of these images that they shot. That these were scenes previously in the movie. Why do they look so blocky and CGI right now? And it's because they chose to do it.
All of it. Maybe, you know what? Maybe they made a movie that looked better than this movie and then realized that would doom the timeline, and they had to go back and bite the bullet and make the Flash look terrible
Yeah.
to save the multiverse.
We'll get into the storyline here in a second, but I have to say, we all know the goofy way that Ezra Miller's Flash runs, right?
Yes. So I've only seen the Flash. I should say Ezra Miller's Flash in. I guess
Justice
it was
League
Justice
and
League.
Batman v Superman.
Yeah.
And you know what? They do cool stuff with the Flash in those other movies, like the scene where they fight Superman. And like the Flash is running around him, and Superman's eyes kind of dart to the side, and you know that he's like,
it's a cool moment that I thought was going to be a Joss Whedon only thing, but the Snyder Cut has that in there too. It's probably one of the best moments of the film. Both of them.
But I don't know if you guys have seen the behind the scenes footage of why he runs like that. I mean, it doesn't explain why he runs like that, but he's on like an arm that holds him in the air. And he does the goofy thing or whatever. There is a scene in this movie where, getting a little ahead of ourselves here, he loses his powers.
Yes.
And he does the run.
Run.
The humor in this movie is okay. It's not bad.
That's nice.
And like the scene where he's like doing the run in real time is funny to watch. But
now imagine it twice as fast.
Yeah.
What better way to consume comedy? Something so integral with timing than to watch it at 2 times speed.
They always say, what's the first rule of comedy? Timing.
That's so funny. I tried to match that joke with you. I didn't say timing though. I said speed really fast, and that doesn't make sense.
Well, I'll speed them both up in the edit and see, because I didn't hear you say speed at all.
Perfect.
So the way you watched it gives me a question now, I guess. Did you notice when he's in the time sphere, it looks like he's running backwards? Like just his feet, though.
Those scenes at the speed at which I watched this film are incomprehensible. It was like seeing through a spider's eyes with a dog's brain.
What the hell could that mean?
Anything. Exactly.
Yeah, no, it was just weird because
it's weird.
When he's going back in time, his arms are moving normal, but his legs literally look like they're moving backwards for him to run backwards in time, even though he's going forward. Because then when the second Flash comes up with his powers in the same time thing, it looks like he's running normal. His feet are going the normal way. So,
if what you're observing is true and not the cause of a 3-week break hallucination, there's almost something to be said for that, which is that like if you do move faster than light, you would start moving backwards through time, and it would visually look like you are moving backwards all of a sudden. In theory, it's almost hard to even contemplate, but that's vaguely the idea of relativity, which of course is not a thing you can do without attaining infinite mass.
Let's get into the storyline.
The Flash doesn't move faster than light. He uses the
science.
Speed Force. It's the Speed Force, Roger.
Yeah.
So, but I do know a considerable amount about the Flash. I hated the trailers to this movie.
Yeah,
Roger, you have a copy of Flashpoint, right?
Yes, the Flashpoint I have, Flashpoint Paradox, and I saw the animated version with I can't remember the illustrator or the guy who did the character design, but everyone has tiny heads in that movie.
Oh yeah.
Okay, because I've seen the animated one, I don't remember it at all, and I've never read the comic. I just have a vague understanding of Flashpoint Paradox.
Mm-hmm.
I like Flashpoint. I want them to do something else with the character ever. Please.
So this movie, honestly, not as high stakes as I thought it would be for like almost 3-hour long Flashpoint Paradox movie. Because he only goes into the one alternate timeline. He only deals with the one alternate Batman.
And Supergirl is there.
And Supergirl is there. And then there's a point at the end of the movie where you can see the different universes colliding in like ball form, I guess. It looks like planets running into each other or whatever.
Do you know the plot of this film, Roger?
Look, I'm assuming it rigidly follows Flashpoint Paradox.
No.
Oh, it doesn't stay to script at all?
I can give a very, very quick summary.
Yeah, let's go into the
because there's
summary.
not that much. Because I saw it very quick.
No, there really isn't that much to it.
The movie was only an hour and 30 minutes.
The movie starts. Barry Allen, the Flash, is kind of the orphan man-child chore
Forensic
boy for the Justice
scientist.
League,
Yeah.
doing all kinds of stuff that none of the rest of them want to do. Batman's there, Wonder Woman's there. It's pretty awkward.
Wait, hold on. We can't overlook the fact that this movie literally starts with Barry Allen saving babies from a burning building.
Yeah, so it's
Oh.
in the midst of sort of. Have you not seen this scene, Roger?
No.
It's so goddamn weird.
Yeah.
Picture something.
Can I guess what happens?
Yeah.
Building is burning. Bernie Allen runs into a coffee shop to change into his speed suit.
Oh,
Huh.
hey, you're pretty
True.
close. It
What?
starts with him in a coffee shop.
Exactly
Oh,
right.
He's trying to get
Okay.
food.
You're on point.
Yeah.
The flashpoint. Keep going.
And he runs into the burning building full of babies for some reason, and he throws them out of the window and then catches them all as they reach the street.
You've seen this.
No, is that real? No, can I tell you?
You've seen this
Can I tell you?
scene.
I'm pulling this idea from an X-Men movie with Quicksilver.
Okay, yeah, so
True.
essentially it's a hospital on fire. The Justice League is all too busy for this low stakes situation, so Batman or not even Batman, Bruce Wayne has Alfred call Barry Allen and tell him to go save the day here. The hospital is on fire. I think it's a hospital. I don't know. This was 3 weeks ago. But there's an explosion.
Don't
These
need
babies,
this much detail.
babies are falling out, and he has to save them, which is weird because later in the movie, when he's explaining how their powers work to his younger self, he explains that they move so fast that you can't touch certain things like fabric. It'll catch on fire.
Yeah, like
and
people will melt.
babies.
Which again, the whole
specifically
point
says-
of
Sure.
the Speed Force is that you can grab people and move them really fast, but they, took that out of it.
Yeah. So essentially, he's just pushing these babies out of the way. Anyways,
he doesn't
saves
throw
the day.
babies out the window. The babies all just go flying out the window on carts, and he has to do a lot of mid-air baby gymnastics.
Right.
A lot
While
of
moving really fast.
opportunity for
He also has to
humor.
eat the whole time. He's shoving his face with hot dogs from a vending machine while these babies are falling.
Does that have to do with his metabolism?
Yeah, so his
you're right.
metabolism moves really fast, and man, this whole sequence is just for humor because he's doing humorous things with these babies. He puts one in a microwave, but also the whole time he was trying to get breakfast, and so he hasn't eaten, and he's starving, and he's trying to get a candy bar out of a vending machine at the same time.
Okay.
Anyways, he saves the day, right?
He saves the day, but he's discontent. His dad's in jail because they think he murdered his Barry's mom, but he didn't. Barry's a crime guy trying to solve the crime. Point is, he's like, hey, I'm gonna go back in the past to not solve my mother's murder,
Prevent
but to make it so that it never happened.
Right. Now he discovers that he can go back in time somehow.
Discovers that he can go back in time by accident because I think he's just really upset about his dad and the fact that his dad's gonna go to jail for a crime he
So he
didn't
just
commit.
starts
I do
running.
have a question.
Yeah.
Does it involve a chair and some lightning?
Oh, the way he gets his powers?
Yeah,
Okay.
Is that what you're asking, Roger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's already
later.
happened long before this film
Yeah.
begins.
No, I understand.
Although
But in
they
Flashpoint, it is a big what to do about Barry Allen getting his powers.
We'll talk about that because that
we'll
is
get
actually
there.
probably the most Flashpointy thing that's in the film.
Okay, all right.
And it is one of the cooler scenes in Flashpoint.
So he discovers he can go back in time. How?
He gets real
I
grumpy
don't
and then just
remember.
does
I think
it by
He
yeah, I
just
think
accident.
does it?
runs.
Yeah, because he's sad.
And then he realizes that he's like in a time space
Yeah.
sphere. I don't know how to explain it, but then he goes to Bruce. So he goes to Bruce Wayne, right? He's like, hey, I found out that I can go back in time, because as he's running, he like kind of pokes his head through this time space and realizes that he's back at the beginning where he was saving all those babies. And he's like, oh, this is crazy. He talks to Bruce Wayne, who says, well, don't do anything with that because you can really screw up.
This is Ben
time.
Affleck?
This is Ben
Yeah.
Affleck, yes.
Okay.
And this scene ends really awkwardly where he's like, hey, you want to grab a bite? I'm still pretty hungry. And Bruce Wayne says, quote, not this time, maybe another time. And then gets in his car and drives off, which I was like, why did he have to say it two different ways in one sentence?
Because in another time, he meets a
Yeah.
different Bruce Wayne.
Right.
It's
So,
about time.
There's
very,
foreshadowings in this film. That's the
there's
first
four
one.
of them. Yeah.
There's four shadowings.
Foreshadowings. Yeah.
So he's like, I'm gonna go back in time, stop my mom from, or make sure my mom buys a can of tomatoes that directly results in her death. Not gonna expound on that.
Okay.
Puts the can of tomatoes in her cart, is running back to the future, and then a scary time monster, right, runs out
Yes.
and
knocks
and
him
kicks.
out of the little time
Yes,
vortex or whatever.
this would be the second shadowing.
Yes.
Remember this spooky time monster man.
Because he
Okay.
won't
He
pop
ends
up
up-
again for another hour and 20 minutes.
He ends up coming out back into normal time a little bit earlier than intended, before he actually got his powers. But
Yeah.
he has not returned to the life of his new self. He's just created a new timeline where there's another Barry Allen who like lived his whole life with his
Yes.
mom being alive.
An 18-year-old Barry Allen, and he realizes that conveniently it's September 29th of that year, the day that he
very
got his
day.
powers.
So he rushes this loser Barry Allen
Yeah, because
to the lab.
I wouldn't say loser. This Barry Allen has a date. He never intended to be at the lab that gives him his powers, right? So he rushes him there, and he's like, "We're gonna get struck by lightning through these chemicals, and we'll get our powers." And 18-year-old Barry Allen doesn't want to get struck by lightning, so
It's a
current
whole scuffle.
Barry- it's very confusing because we're gonna have to say Barry two different times. They never give like a Barry A or Barry B thing to tell them apart. They just give one long hair, one short hair. So future Barry Allen is struggling to keep past Barry Allen down to get struck by lightning. He gets struck by lightning, or he gets stuck through by lightning.
The
I
pronouns
guess.
here are awful for a different reason. We just can't tell what we're talking. We need to call him Barry Allen and Barry Ballin
Barry Ballin.
for
Barry
Barry Allen B,
Ballin.
or maybe Airy Ballin.
Airy Ballin and Barry Ballin.
No, Airy Ballin and Barry Allen.
Bernie down.
Unfortunately, Barry Allen is in the way of the lightning strike. The lightning goes through Barry Allen and hits Airy Ballin. Airy Ballin gets flash powers, but Barry Allen loses his flash
his.
powers.
Yes.
Okay.
And only then does he realize, oh my god, the timeline is all messed up. Back Marty McFly isn't played by Michael J. Fox in this
Nope,
universe.
he's still played by Eric Stoltz. And
What?
oh my gosh, yeah. So Back to the Future is different, but so is oh my god, I forgot the other movies they mentioned. Actors in movies are all over the place, right? And
Everything's
he's like,
different.
oh no, I changed everything. So they got to go find Bruce Wayne because well, no, actually he realizes that
I gotta get the Justice League together.
yes, because I think while they're out, General Zod shows up. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh no, we got to figure out how to fix this. The only superhero that exists in this universe, though, is Batman.
Batman.
He's the only one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And this is revealed by him trying to like Google all the other heroes. He even calls
He
Aquaman's
calls
dad.
Aquaman's dad. And I
He's
love
like-
that scene, actually.
He's like, "Is your wife the queen of Atlantis?" And he looks over, and there's like an overweight woman sitting in a lazy boy, and he's like, "No."
He's like, no.
Nope.
But, so he finds out that there's a Batman in this universe. So they go to Wayne Manor, and they get into a goofy fight with a long-haired mystery man that you find out is Bruce Wayne, but it's Michael Keaton. Michael Keaton's Bruce Wayne. And I guess the explanation they give is he changed stuff around the time that this Bruce Wayne was born. But I'm like, he didn't go that far back.
So they explained this in a way that I actually thought was very interesting. This is what Bruce Wayne explains.
Bruce
Which
or
is that?
Thomas?
Bruce. Michael Keaton, Bruce
Yeah,
Wayne.
so-
you know,
so
from
Thomas
the other
Wayne
ones.
isn't the Batman in this one.
No.
Oh.
Like I said, it ain't that much like Flashpoint.
That's so disappointing. That's such a good storyline.
It's one of the best ones. No, he's just kind of a schlubby retired Batman. But he
Okay.
explains that when you change the past, it doesn't create a branching timeline like you
Yeah.
imagine. It creates a fulcrum that changes both things in the front and before the thing that you
Right.
change.
So he didn't create like a past and a future. It just kind of branches off into its own thing.
No, it doesn't branch. It pivots the whole timeline like spaghetti.
He explains it with spaghetti.
Oh, boy.
And so he puts
And if you
like,
mess with
two
time too
spaghettis-
much,
Yeah.
it turns into a big sloppy plate of wet spaghetti.
Yeah. So there's like timelines going flopping over each other and stuff.
Michael Keaton's-
in what way do you eat dry spaghetti?
You don't.
Well, no. So he's cooking spaghetti when he explains, but he takes two dry spaghettis, he puts them parallel, and then when he
Oh.
explains the shift, he kind of puts one
He kind of pivots it.
yeah,
like a
and he puts it
crucifix.
over the other one, and he kind of explains that, and then he's like, but if you keep doing it, then it becomes all the wet spaghetti kind of flopped on top of each other.
Okay, I'm gonna
So-
go ahead and say it. As far as like time travel explanations go, that's fucking stupid.
I'm glad they did explain it, but it is just like they just kind of saying like it works like this. Why? It does.
In this universe,
And it was-
this story's not great.
What's fun to me is that Michael Keaton's Batman knows this.
Yeah,
Like
Michael-
he is 100% certain that this is how time travel works.
Good. Okay.
Why?
Yeah, this
Why
Bruce
does he know
Wayne
this?
is insanely smart, obviously. I don't remember the Tim Burton Batmans. I don't remember him being like a super genius. He was obviously like a super detective or
Pretty
whatever.
clever
but
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But anyways, Bruce Wayne doesn't want to help because he's like, this world doesn't need Batman. Gotham's the safest city in the world now. And so the Barry Allens sneak into the Batcave to kind of try to find a possible Clark Kent in this universe. And then Barry Allen's like, hey, Bruce Wayne, I know you're listening in on me. The whole reason I did this was to save my parents, and I know your parents died, so
Yeah.
that somehow gets Batman to
What did
agree
you
to
say
help.
that name?
How'd you know
What
that
did-
name?
Why did you say that name?
So, X, are you? You said you haven't read the comic or seen the. You did see the animated, right?
Yeah, I don't remember it, and I'm vaguely familiar with the whole Thomas
Flashpoint.
Wayne and all
Okay.
that stuff. But so Batman agrees to help. He finds a Kryptonian on Earth that's being held by Siberians, right?
Right.
So they
in,
go to
in-
Siberia.
in a facility. This is also very Flashpointy.
Yeah.
Yes.
This
they go
is
to
taking so long.
Yes.
I want to
Well,
speed this the hell up.
Yeah,
X, when you're editing this, can you just kind of?
yeah. I'll put
Double
it all
speed?
in 2 points. Yeah, double
Yeah.
speed.
We gotta go fast, boys, like the
So-
Flash.
So they go to Siberia. It's Supergirl. It's Kara.
There's
Zor-El.
fight scenes in Siberia. They get into a vault. It's Supergirl. They leave. She fights guys. They escape. They go back to Wayne Manor,
Mhm.
and Barry's like, "I gotta get my Flash powers back." So they strap him in a chair and put some chemicals around, and they hit him with lightning Frankenstein style, just like the Flashpoint. He's all messed up, but it doesn't work. And then Supergirl shows up and takes him up into the sky, and he gets hit by lightning more. And then Ari Balin touches him, and he's got Flash powers again. And so
Yes.
now there's 2 Flashes. And then they go to fight Zod.
And
They fail at fighting Zod a lot. Everyone dies several times, and they have to keep going back in time to restart it.
Why
At
does
which
everyone
point-
suck?
At which point, Ari Balin is
in
like,
a
no.
makeshift bat suit. They
Yeah,
painted
he's-
red.
Yeah, he's wearing a red pants. It's actually kind of funny. It's a Michael Keaton's Batman suit, but like painted red with like flash decals on it.
And
As
he cuts off the ears.
It's-
yeah.
It's charming, and I like it. But they sort of get locked in this like Steins Gate-esque, like, we gotta try to get this just right to make sure everyone survives, and they do it a few times,
So,
and then Barry Allen is like, you know,
They do
no,
it twice.
Ari, this isn't working. We're trying to change things that are fixed, just like I tried to do in saving my mom, and it's only getting everything all more messed up. And Ari Ballin's like, no, I'm a superhero. I'm gonna
I
fix
can
it.
save everybody. Yeah. And then
Barry's trying to stop him.
Well, Barry doesn't do
and-
anything. Barry just stands there while
As
Ari
Ari
Allen
begins
goes back in
throwing
time
himself
continuously.
over and over and over and over into the past again, trying it again and again and again, and he's getting spikes in him from fighting Kryptonians. He's all
So
full
there-
of spikes.
There is
Every
a
time he
cool
goes
point-
back, he gets more spikes stuck in him
Yeah.
from the Kryptonian weapons.
Yeah, there's a cool point where they kill a Kryptonian and his armor like explodes, and then like a giant shard gets stuck in his arm, and then that's how he can start killing Kryptonians. But it doesn't work because Batman and Supergirl keep getting killed every time he goes back. And then this is when you find out that all these shards that have been sticking to him is what created this monster that knocked him
The
out.
big monster man.
Oh,
From
the vortex the first time.
before.
right.
Remember the second shadowing?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
second shadowing.
the second shadowing.
So Ari Balin is the monster man, and he's gonna like destroy the whole timeline
And
to try to
he's,
save everyone.
Disgusted by himself and sacrifices himself when future monster Allen is about to kill Barry Allen. So Ari Allen hops in the way and sacrifices himself. That was a sentence.
Ari Balin dies.
This destroys the whole
future
timeline
monster
thing.
man. Ari Balin dies.
Now I want to say before we continue, real
Yeah.
quick, this scene where he realizes that this is the same Barry Allen going in circles and trying to save the day here. You see, this is where you see like the time fracture, and you
Yeah, 'cause
see
it's
other
turning into spaghetti.
realities, right? You see, oh my gosh, what was his name? The original
see-
Superman.
You see Christopher Reeves.
Yeah, Christopher Reeves, and with a Supergirl. Was there a Supergirl in those movies?
Yes, Supergirl
Okay.
Woman of Tomorrow, I believe is the
I
name of the movie. Or maybe that's the
don't-
name of the new one they're trying to make.
Yeah,
No, it's
I don't
just
remember
Supergirl.
those, but it's him with a Supergirl, and they're just looking at this time fracture. There's like a hole appearing in their universe, and they're like, "Huh, that's weird." Do nothing about it, and then of course you see,
Yeah, this is the Ready Player
You-
One sequence
yeah.
of the film.
you
Oh.
see Tim
You see-
Burton's Superman, which is of course Nicolas Cage,
Nicolas Cage.
completely CGI, and he's fighting the giant spider from Kevin Smith's story of when he was writing the script for that Superman. And
Alright.
you see him fight the spider. You see him defeat this spider, and then he sees the hole, and he's like, "Oh, that's weird." And he also just stands there.
Yeah.
But then, when future monster Barry Allen dies, everything starts to fix itself, and and original Barry Allen goes back to the future. He goes back to the point where he saved his mom. Like,
Yes,
where he put the
by giving her tomatoes.
tomatoes, yeah. And then he has a moment with his mother where he's like crying, and he's like, "Hi, strange lady, I'm in town to see my mom, and you kind of remind me of her." And
This part of the movie is lovely. And like
yeah.
the emotional core of the film clicks at this point. If it didn't all look horrible,
Yes.
the movie might be saved by that. If it didn't come right after like CGI
The
spaghetti
CG
fest cameo nightmare,
Nicolas Cage. Yeah.
it would be pretty nice.
So he pulls the cans out and he goes and puts it back on the shelf. And then he notices the whole reason his dad's on trial is because his dad's alibi is not provable by the security footage of him shopping for tomatoes. And Barry Allen looks up and he sees the security camera, and somehow, I don't know, he goes back to the future and the security footage is fixed. His dad looks up at the camera, proving that he was not
Well,
at his
what
house killing his mom.
happened was that when Barry Allen put the can of tomatoes, took it out of his mom's shopping cart, he
Mhm.
put it up on
Oh, he put it
higher
on
on
the
the
top
shelf.
shelf so
So
that he
when
looks
his
up.
dad was later at the store to get tomatoes,
Wait, hold
which
on.
is why
So
he
this means-
wasn't in the house, which is why Barry's mom died, because his dad
Mhm.
wasn't there because he was getting the tomatoes.
So
he
his mom
looked-
still dies, but his dad looks up to grab the tomatoes, which I have
Yes.
to know. Did he only put one tomato up there, or did he move the whole display up to the top shelf? Because if
I
he only
don't-
put the one there, that'd be ridiculous that his dad goes for that one. What
I
the
got
hell?
the impression that was an accident.
Yeah.
God, I didn't think tomatoes were going to be a plot point.
This
Yes.
clears his dad's name because he has an alibi now because he was caught
Yes.
on camera looking up. as
And before
opposed to
this reveal here, they do explain that the footage was fixed by Wayne Enterprises.
They
So
enhanced it.
yes, and then
It was tampered with?
Trial.
No,
the
enhanced.
footage was
I
was
don't know,
glitchy
folks.
before.
I gotta say, I don't know if that would hold up in court.
The footage was glitchy before, and now it's clear. Anyways, as they leave, Barry Allen gives a weird statement about spaghetti to the press, who don't understand, but obviously we're supposed to. And then he gets a call from Bruce Wayne, and he's like, "Hey, thanks so much. I did the thing you told me not to do, but then I went back and fixed everything, so everything's fine." And Bruce Wayne's like, "Hey, I'm pulling up right now in the same car he was in earlier." And then Bruce Wayne steps out of the car, and it's George Clooney.
What? Another Batman?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he apparently in making his dad look up, he changed something else to make this Bruce Wayne the George Clooney one.
Never leave home without it.
Yes, and then credits roll. We get a different angle from him saving the babies, where it's just a dog falling, and the dog kind of sees all this stuff. And then it goes into credits, and the post-credit scene is absolutely nothing. It's just him hanging out with drunk Aquaman.
I think.
And he's trying to explain the whole different Batmans, but that's it.
Is Aquaman the same?
Yes, he's the same in
Yeah.
every universe they explain, except for the one that he was just in, where he was never born. So apparently he goes to different universes trying to fix the Batman, I guess, but we don't see that.
Yeah.
And he just kind of explains it, and
But
that's the movie.
maybe we will see it
Yeah,
in
maybe.
the sequel.
Yeah.
Well,
How do you feel, Roger?
I
What you
feel
got?
sick. I feel nauseous.
I will say, I will reiterate, the movie in the alternate universe was just fine. All the humor between the two Allens and stuff was kind of funny. The acting
it's a bit
between the two
crass
Ezra
here and
Millers
there.
were actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton is fun. The Supergirl was whatever. Her character
I
didn't
did
amount to
find-
anything, but
I did find Ari Ballin intolerable to watch.
yeah.
Um,
Well, they kind of made him like a Gen Z kind of character, right? What people assume Gen Zs are, because there's a scene.
a Gen
Where
Z
did he
written
finds
by a
out-
boomer.
Yes.
yeah.
Well, this movie was written by a woman, which I was like, oh, that kind of explains why it's not super terrible.
You hit
but-
the woman you hit that line really interestingly.
Well, no,
Woman.
I love
Woman.
reading things written by women. I wish women would write more things, because
That's where you and I are different. No.
Oh yeah. But
No.
Oh, man, where was I going?
I think if every woman wrote, they would all write this script.
yeah, they would all write this movie. But I don't know. Ezra Miller's acting between the two of them is pretty good.
I genuinely do think the script is fine. I think
Yeah.
all of the directorial choices are the worst.
Yeah, and all the post production is where this movie got lost, I think. And then people were so
Oh, no, I
annoyed
disagree.
by the Justice League.
I will not blame it on post production, because like the movie is shot with all of these like hyper wide lenses really close that makes everyone's faces look freaking weird.
Oh yeah, freaking
And
Ezra
that's
Miller
all in
looks like
camera.
Lord Farquaad the whole movie. It's very off-putting, especially the young one with the long hair. So, but no, I think it was fine, and I think there's things to work with here to make a sequel.
Yeah. What do you think, Roger? Toss something out there.
Okay, let's see. So the end of
As
the
a-
movie, we're left to
yeah.
assume that Barry Allen goes back to try
Yes.
to recorrect his mistake, right?
Yeah, he's just kind of like lost in a loop of trying to totally fix his timeline.
Okay. I mean, if we're doubling down as in we're making a sequel, Damn, that actually would have been an alternative name for this podcast, Doubling Down. But let's add even more flashes.
Oops, all flashes. The Flash into the Flashverse.
Into the Flashverse.
Flashception. Whatever we gotta do. Like, I want a school trip of Flashes inside the body of another Flash.
There's the film, Flashes. Flashes. You know what? I like that idea. So Ezra Miller's The Flash did appear in the Flash TV show, interacting with Grant
I love
Gustin's
him.
The Flash.
Yeah.
Grant Gustin's great. That show ended up pretty bad, but
not super.
You know, so maybe we can really try to play with this, right? The fact that like the whole DC universe is undergoing a reboot, and the sort of Snyderverse is not going to be restored as terrible men want to happen so badly. Maybe we can get a little bit of the best of all worlds, because I mean, recently I do believe Grant Gustin from the TV show was asked like, what character would you want to play in James Gunn's DC universe?
Stupid question.
Said,
I feel
The Flash.
Yeah,
he just said The Flash. I want to keep playing The Flash. Let me play The Flash in movies.
Flashing.
I like being The Flash. Let me flash.
He said.
Hey, you know what? I think it should be said that we're recording this on the day that James Gunn's Superman is to be released. So we have no idea what's happening with that universe.
Oh, right.
But we can only speculate, right? And this will be coming out a few weeks after that movie comes out. So nobody mention it, all right?
What if Barry just keeps meddling with the timeline so much that eventually it creates James Gunn's universe? Like, doesn't that seem like the way to make a sequel but be able to keep it in the franchise?
Yeah, I mean, so what would have to happen, you know, he goes back so many times, like, and he's still aging.
Yeah. Because we're basically talking New 52 now.
He's running into
he does still age as he goes back in time, because the monster Barry Allen is much older than the other two. So,
you know, can we have it so that the Snyderverse Flash is meddling with the timeline so much that when he appears in the sequel, he's old enough that we can get a different actor?
We just cast an entirely different person. That
solves
probably going to be the
problems.
case anyways, right? I don't think any of us wanted to keep working with Ezra Miller.
So, I mean, the main fix to this is we hire an ensemble of 12 to 15 different actors, all playing the Flash at different ages.
Yeah. And we have them fight in real life to see who survives to go on as the official Flash of the DCU.
We don't finish writing the script until we know who wins that fist fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then we just speed up the fist fight in post.
And then we add, obviously, costumes in that post.
Yeah, and like a big like cartoon fight cloud and like I noises.
Honk honk.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay.
Because if you're really realistically, that is what a Clash of the Flashes it would look like.
And like they keep messing with the time streams, and it's all bad. And
hell, dude, there's an ice cream truck outside my house.
Should we
My metabolism.
Should we pause?
Yeah,
I'm gonna see if I can
Flash out there and get some ice cream. I'll be right back.
Yeah, get an ice cream shaped like the Flash's head, where the little M&M eyes
get one of those Flash pops. Yeah,
in different spots.
He's gone.
Where they should be.
We're just vamping now.
No, that's fine. X, if you could, actually, I'm gonna pitch something to you, and we'll see how Jett feels about it later. They mess up so many different time streams that they are obviously punished by being thrown into a timeline where every character, like Batman, Superman, Lois Lane, all characters are the Flash. Like every single one is a Flash variant being
Hold on, would this be like Kang in the
That's
Marvel
exactly
universe?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay. So there's a a coalition of Flashes. That
there's
are gonna
actually
reprimand
a
this Flash.
planet. Nay, not a planet. A universe of Flashes that all at one point in their own timeline ruined timelines, and this is like a Flash prison.
So almost exactly like Kang in the Marvel universe.
Yeah.
And just like Kang in the Marvel universe, it's not going to go anywhere, right?
No.
Yeah, let's see how Jett feels about
You know what?
that.
Here's what I will say though.
It's not going to matter. He's missing so much of this.
This doesn't even have to be a part of the podcast. Is that Kang has a variant that eventually becomes Iron Man. And I think that's what they're going to be doing in Doomsday. I think that it's going to be a variant of Iron Man that is evil.
Oh yeah, of course.
Yeah, but I think that's what they're doing with Kang is they're putting him.
They're just gonna flip it on its head with that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Still Robert Downey Jr. It's gonna be cool.
Yeah, it's not bad. I mean, I hate that we all got really emotional when he died. And now they're just like, JK.
Did you get emotional when he died?
What are you talking? Have you seen me?
Yeah.
I've cried during phone commercials.
Well, that was pretty fast.
Yeah, wow, look at you.
Wait, hold on. Did you actually have an ice cream truck out there? Or did you just run to your freezer to grab some ice cream?
Hey guys, what's up?
Post a picture in general right now. Prove that you got
Give
some
us
ice cream
proof.
from a truck.
Yeah, no problem.
It better be a Flash popsicle.
Oh, I wish.
If it's a one of those, oh my god, what are those called? Those little chocolatey cones.
I don't know.
Like a drumstick?
Yeah, drumstick. If it's a drumstick, I'm gonna be disappointed in you.
Nah.
I'm more of a bomb pop or a banana pop kind of guy.
I went for
Banana
a real
pop.
classic. Big vanilla sandwich.
Oh,
Blue bunny,
Blue
huh?
Bunny too. Yeah,
Right?
Dang,
Okay.
that's a fancy
okay.
neighborhood you live in.
So I've gotten a kind of a burst of inspiration from this.
From running.
Yeah, my thought is the movie can kind of start with like a new Flash that we've never seen before, right? Like new actor, some young hotshot. Let's say Timmy Chalamet.
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
Yeah, because we're using him a lot.
Yo, he's popping up in everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's real hungry. And he hears an ice cream truck, and this is how we see that he has his Flash powers as he runs down the street, sort of barefoot, about a block, to go buy an ice cream sandwich.
Yeah.
I'm
using his
staying
Flash
quiet
powers.
because I want to know where you're going with this.
I think he's just explaining
just-
what he just did.
No,
Oh.
I think I just kind of got the idea. It just came to me.
Do you want to hear X's and I's idea?
Oh, you just kept doing the podcast, assholes?
Of course we did.
Yeah,
Yeah, we had to vamp. I mean, you were only gone for a minute and a half. That's pretty impressive. Are you
That's
the
been fast
Flash?
as hell.
Did you jump out your window?
Yeah, I flashed the ice cream truck all the way there.
Okay.
That's why he
And
stopped.
flashed
Yeah,
my way
stopped.
back.
So
Yeah. It was actually a woman running the truck, X.
Even worse. All right. Anyways, our idea.
oh boy.
wanna throw it out
So
there?
our idea was that so we have all of these Flashes trying to fix their own timeline, and the Speed Force punishes them by sending them to a special Flash prison, which is a universe
Whoa.
full of nothing but Flashes who have messed up their own timelines.
Whoa.
Just as DC
That's
has been
cool.
doing, we're gonna borrow from Marvel.
Yeah, we're
I
borrowing.
mean, Marvel's just throwing that storyline out the window anyways, so we can
Which
take
is
it.
fine.
It's fine.
I need to stop being on the podcast. You guys come up with great ideas.
No, the problem is we don't get a chance to talk. So like,
You're
want me
the
to get the
Flash.
timer
You're
out?
throwing out.
yeah.
You want me to do the timer again?
No, not for this
No.
episode. We need to go
No.
faster. Okay, so we need we've got 10 minutes before we hit an hour, which is fine. So I'm going to cut out a lot of fluff. But what is the main story? If they're in this universe with other Flashes, is every single character in this movie gonna be a Flash? No other characters.
So, I mean, at first, yeah, you have like the normal characters, this, that, and the other. You've got different Batmans and Supermans and I guess the same Aquaman. I don't know the lore there. We have to get rid of Gal Gadot. I'd like
Jason
to see her
Momoas.
die on screen, preferably in CGI.
Oh my God.
And then probably...
what is with this episode?
Then we halfway through the movie, they end up on this in this universe of Flashes, and they're all trying to brainstorm like, how can we get out of this? But like, it's obvious that none of them can. This is a prison for them. It's a special punishment. And they're like, well, then what's our mission? What's the point if everyone can go fast? Well, we just have to go faster, right? So then they have to get struck by double lightning in a double chair with double chemicals. But they all do that together, and their bodies all kind of fuse together because they're vibrating at the same. Sorry, this is stupid. At the same molecular speed, and they all meld into one super Flash. But turns out that super Flash is secretly, at the end of the movie, we found out that super Flash is the Nega Flash. What's that called? The reverse
the
Flash.
Reverse Flash. Eobard Thawne, the Reverse Flash.
Yeah, that's how he's
why wait till
created.
the end of the movie? Why not just create it at the beginning and then that's the villain for this storyline?
Well, no, the villain of the movie can only become obvious in like the last 20 minutes of the film. That's just good structure.
But see, the thing is, even though we are following Reverse Flash, he's still the protagonist of the film, right?
Huh.
So
okay, anti-hero.
No, this
Maybe
is a
he
villain.
realizes
He's gone crazy with all of the combined minds of the Flash.
I love that. And I think he realizes he just continues the journey of Ezra Miller's Flash from this movie, which is I gotta kill my mom.
I just gotta.
I
so
gotta be
naturally,
as we don't
as
see
I
who
think
kills
is
the
comics
mom
canon
in the other movies. So
Eobard Thawne, the new Flash, begins traveling through every timeline, and this one guy is actually the killer of every single one of the Flash's moms in every world.
Yeah, absolutely. If I can't have her, nobody can have her.
Well, I think they do specify in the Flash movie is that the universe where his mom survives is the one that gets annihilated by General Zod. So
that's
nobody gets to have her. But I like this idea.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this idea. I think we blew through most of the movie, and we still have 10 minutes left. So what's
I think
wrench that we can throw in there?
I think it ends right with like everything being resolved with the Flash's mom still dying in every timeline, and then Timothy Chalamet, the Flash of the DCU by James Gunn, wakes up in bed and it's like, whew. It was all a dream.
He looks out his window and he sees the entirety of James Gunn's Superman movie as we will see it on the screen. And now we're tied into the Gunniverse, I guess.
The last 10 minutes of the movie are him waking up, getting on Fandango, buying himself 2 premium tickets.
Wow, Fandango.
But he watches it at 10x speed because he's the Flash.
Because he is the Flash.
So it goes by so fast that even though like the whole movie is in the movie, you don't really get to enjoy any of it.
That's actually really
fun. You
fun.
can't really tell what's going on.
That's pretty good.
It's he kind of runs his way through and in slow motion sees any pivotal scenes in this movie, and that's how we realize that we're in this new universe now.
Absolutely.
There is a scene in this Flash movie that kind of like in Superman v Batman, where you see Bruce Wayne drive to the General Zod site or whatever. You kind of see the Flash save one kid in this thing. It's not enjoyable.
What?
It's one of the worst parts of the movie.
Apparently he was also in Metropolis during like the Zod attack.
He ran to Metropolis in his goofy prototype outfit, saves one kid, and that's it.
That's all he's able to do.
That's his motivation to want to stop Zod this time. Not that he's the only person who can, but that he wants to save more than one person after ruining the timeline by saving his mom. So obviously Barry Allen's not a super smart guy, just not the best at analyzing a situation.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, for a guy who's really fast, he thinks real slow.
Yeah. So we're talking. So this movie essentially is Ezra Miller's Barry Allen has been trying to fix it and it just keeps getting weirder and weirder until I guess he's like in there and like the Speed Force just like says like in like one booming voice, enough.
Like, yeah, you're done.
And then he's thrown out of the Speed Force and tumbles onto this Flash prison planet with like terrible lightning clouds in the sky at all times. Because it's charged up with all the energy of all the Flashes running around down on the ground.
Yeah.
And it's like full on like Flash battle royale as all of the many Flashes fight for supremacy. We got the original TV show Flash from back in the 90s,
Sure.
I think. We got Grant Gustin in there.
the Smallville Flash, right? Is that who you just said?
Well, that was Bart Allen, who is Impulse, technically. But there was the implication that Barry Allen is somewhere in that universe. So maybe we cast someone as Smallville Barry Allen. You know, and yeah, we can put Bart in there too.
Sure.
There's a few animated versions.
Oh yeah, we get the animated ones in there too. Like Who Killed Roger Rabbit style.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think you would want like Justice League cartoon Flash in there. Though that was Wally West, not Barry Allen. But he's also a Flash.
Yeah, no, there are a few Wally Wests on this Flash world, because I mean, if the premise is every single time the Flash ruined a timeline by trying to fix his own problem, in that he becomes his own problem, like it's inevitable. There are so many Flashes on this special Flash prison.
You'd want to have... So we've got, what, four so far. Let's see how many other Flashes we can think of.
No, I don't think we're going to spend the last 4 minutes of the podcast coming up with different Flashes.
We can get the one from the Flashpoint Paradox animated movie with the small head.
Okay. We can get Flash Gordon in there just as a cameo.
Yeah.
Might as well.
We can get Flash, the bully from Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Here's one. 2 Ezra Miller Flashes, one in color and one in black and white for the Snyder Cut.
Yeah, okay. We're not going to veto any of these ideas because we got to reboot this franchise as fast as possible.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, so this is the whole prison section of the movie. They phase together, creating the Reverse Flash. The rest, the second third of the movie is just Reverse Flash going and killing his mom.
Yeah, collectively killing all of their moms.
And his name, the character's name, is so dumb because all of the Flashes are trying to say their own name at the same time in this one body.
Yeah, if you say Barry Allen weird enough. Let's all try to say Barry Allen at the same time.
But let's keep saying it until it melds, right?
Yeah, okay. So yeah, we'll just kind of repeat it a few times, right? This is proof of concept. This is practically test footage.
All right.
Okay. So, 3, 2, 1.
Barry Allen. Barry Allen. Jett Kuso. Barry Allen. Okay, enough of that.
Was that good?
We got there.
Was that a good podcast moment?
Yeah, was that podcasting?
Did you like it?
There?
Oh,
God. I hope you idiots all enjoy this shit.
Yeah, we need to kill 3 minutes, so we're just...
This is a really good one.
A good podcast for a good movie. Yeah.
Let's see.
So
we
just
have
need
a
an
little
ending now,
montage
too.
of...
Timothée Chalamet, the Flash of James Gunn's Superman DC universe, wakes up and then zip zap zops his way through all of Superman. And if you watch James Gunn's Superman in theaters now, you'll see occasionally there's a red line that streaks across the screen as the last 2 minutes of this movie
And
plays out.
there may be an actual Flash. Who knows? But if it's not Timothée Chalamet, just imagine Timothée Chalamet, and then
this is
problem
on
solved.
you.
Yeah,
This is on you.
if you can't see Timothée Chalamet, what are you doing?
You hate us.
Yeah,
Yep.
That means you hate us.
Us though.
Yeah.
Oh,
Me.
you
hate
do look
Jett.
a lot like Timothée Chalamet.
you could cosplay a Timmy.
Yeah.
That's very kind of you.
Yeah.
I
A Tom
try to
Shallots.
maintain my boyish figure.
Okay, I think we did it. I think we made a movie.
That's
Sure.
it's definitely a movie. And here's the thing. Yeah, we did
good
run
enough
through it pretty
sequel.
quickly, but that's on theme.
That's
Yeah.
on theme. It's
Plus,
the
when I
Flash,
put this all in
baby.
double speed, it's only going to be about half an hour.
and if you haven't been listening to this at double speed, you've wasted your damn time.
What if there was
Yeah,
what if
shame
like
on
what if
you.
we did actually post it at double speed, but at the beginning of the podcast we had to put a disclaimer that was like, hey, look, this one's gonna go by real quick, so maybe slow it down for yourself.
God, you said all that so fast. They're not going to understand any of this. when it comes through.
Oh my gosh, I just sounded like an
that's really good.
Animal Crossing character.
That's how the movie sounded to me when I watched it.
Did you at least have subtitles on? Are you
No.
following along at all?
I could tell it was happening. I mean, I recorded this whole thing, right?
Ugh.
Didn't I?
Yeah, no,
What
fair
if the
enough.
Flash always sounded like he was on helium?
Okay, that's in the movie now. That's that's how they're all going to talk in this
Yeah.
No, we
this
need
Flash universe.
to. Maybe we slow it down so that when audiences watch it at 2x speed, it does an Alvin and the Chipmunks effect.
Oh, sure. Oh, my mom. Okay. Well, dear listeners, let's hope that this sequel is the one that wins us our freedom, though I very much doubt it. But if that doesn't happen, you can expect yet another episode from us. It's some weeks from now.
Yeah, at some point.
I really want to watch *Malignant*.
Oh yeah.
Right.
I-
Okay, so hey, wait. We should talk about this really quick because I have to go eat food. Are we continuing to do the one person doesn't watch thing?
Not if it's *Malignant*. No, we all need to watch it together.
Yeah, let's put this as we can keep changing it up. I'm sure the audience will love that. But let's do a couple movies that we all watch together
Sure.
for a few episodes because there's a few movies that I want you guys to see.
Yeah, I'm the exact
Yeah.
same way.
So okay, so I'm fine doing *Malignant* this week.
Yes. No one look up anything.
I haven't
I
seen
saw
it.
it.
Nothing.
I saw it when it came out in theaters. This is the only time I've seen it. I don't remember anything about it. This will be fun.
Good.
I love
And we'll
movies
watch
with
it in-
single word titles. It reminds me of a lot of Disturbed songs, and you're like, what could this be about? And the song is called Stupefy. And if you think you know the rest of the lyrics by the one word lyric, you don't.
And I promise you don't know anything about *Malignant*. So
I couldn't tell you anything other than
And we gotta
a
gotta
medical
watch
thing.
it together.
Okay.
We gotta get together.
well, if
Boys,
anyone
One of these days
listening
coming
wants
up.
to see it, we'll be watching *Malignant*. So
We're making
yeah.
this happen. It is my
Join us.
favorite movie to watch with people.
okay, great. And then after that, we're gonna have to figure out some way to watch *Megalopolis* because I really want to see that movie.
that could be
I
that
really
could
want
be
you
our
guys to
first
see it.
in-person episode.
Ooh.
Yeah, it might have to wait till then because
Yeah, is that a thing?
is it a thing that we might do? Sure.
Yeah, is that a thing that might happen?
Yeah, we drive
Hey,
down to
I go
Texas.
back to Texas all the time. I'm gonna be there at the end of the month.
I don't have a job. I
What?
can do whatever the fuck I want.
Yes. Okay. Well, until then, if you guys are enjoying this, please consider checking out our other stuff. Roger and I do a few other podcasts.
You know the words.
God, yeah, I'm.
You can
Oh
find
my
us
God,
on
what the fuck?
Paranormal Dudes.
Yeah. Paranormal Dudes, SideQuest Digest. Roger is also on The Dirty 22. And then you can find Jett on YouTube at Jett Kuso. youtube.com/Jett Kuso.
That's right. I just put up
And-
a big video about Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh,
Oh yeah, I watched that one.
not necessarily toy related.
Thank you. I think it's a good one.
Yeah, it was a good one.
Good.
So
But
until
we'll
next
catch you guys
time,
next time
that's
on
it.
Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel.
Continued.
All right. Jeez.
Wait, we should try that. We should try to do that really fast.
Okay.
Oh yeah, true.
Yeah.
We'll catch you guys next time on Sequel Factory for part 2.
The sequel.
Continue.
And I'll just edit them really close.
Yeah, that's great.
All right.